Alright, learners, you're welcome to our 15th lesson in science. I hope you're doing well, and we'll continue our lesson. Before we start the main content of the lesson, the question I have for you as a lesson starter is, I want you to name the type of precipitation each of this picture represents. This one and this one. So, what type of precipitation? Precipitation refers to water that falls out of the atmosphere in the form of either rain or snow. That's precipitation. Okay. I guess you name the first picture rain or rainfall. You're right. The second one snow or snowfall. So kudos, you have done very well. Now, having looked at our lesson starter, let's move on to our main lesson. Good. So we are still under cycles F science. And today we would like to learn how to explain how rain is formed. How is rain formed? In our previous lesson, we looked at how clouds are formed. And then we move on to look at explanations of some terms that you and I must understand in order to understand the concept of how rain is formed. We looked at evaporation, condensation. We also look at dew points, ice, gravity, precipitation. If you have missed that lesson, I advise that you go back to Tuesday's lesson and then review that lesson before you watch this one so that your understanding will be better. So how is rain formed? Now the picture here explains everything for yourself. So based on the picture, we're going to study how rain is formed. But before we delve into the steps involved in the formation of rain, let us look at the meaning of rain. What is rain? Alright, we're saying that rain refers to liquid water in the form of droplets that condensed from the atmospheric water vapor and falls under gravity. Rain refers to liquid water in the form of droplets that condensed from atmospheric water vapor and falls under gravity. Now the question somebody will ask is, we know water is liquid, so why do we use the word liquid water? You're right, but in explaining rain or formation of rain, water, the state of water or the forms in which water exists must be clarified. Water can exist in a solid form. In that case, it's called ice. Water can exist in a gaseous form, and it's called water vapor. So water in the liquid states, we have liquid water. So that makes the differences clear. But in our common language, the word water refers to liquid. That one is true. So let's take note of the differences. Now, we are saying that the droplets condensed from the atmospheric pressure will only fall under gravity. Remember, we look at the meaning of gravity as a force that attracts objects towards the center of the earth. So rain will surely fall, or water will fall because there's gravity pulling object towards the center of the earth. Otherwise, rain or the droplet will remain in the sky. Let's look at another way of defining rain. Now, before then, we're saying that rain is just one of the forms of precipitations. It's just one of the forms of precipitations. Other forms include snow, hail, and the rest, even dew. So now, let's look at another definition of rain. Another definition of rain. We're saying that rain can simply be defined as water that falls from the cloud as drops. Can simply be defined as water that falls from the cloud as drops. So let's take note of that. Now, let's go into the main contents or the main reason for our discussion. So how is rain formed? How is rain formed? It is similar to how clouds are formed, but there's a little bit of difference. So let's take note. 1, when the surfaces of water bodies such as lakes, the sea, rivers are heated, water vapor is produced. And water vapor is the gaseous state of water. So after the heating, we know water vapor is produced. 2, the water vapor begins to rise into the atmosphere. So it goes high up into the sky. Now, when the water vapor reaches the cooler part of the atmosphere, it is cooled until it condenses, thus changes to liquid. Condenses into tiny droplets of liquid water. So this tiny droplet of liquid water floats in the atmosphere. Now what happens? Several of such droplets accumulate or come together to form what you call rain cloud. Let's take note of that. Now, what happens after that? Now, when the rain cloud becomes heavy, as you see in the sky, heavy and dark, it falls under gravity as raindrops. It falls under gravity as raindrops. Now, let me quickly explain why rain cloud often appears dark in color. That's right. When the rain cloud is formed as a result of the accumulation or coming together of tiny droplets of liquid water, they tend to prevent direct sunlight from passing through it because they become more opaque. And our Earth's surface no longer receives lights from the sun in order to be reflected into the water above. So the image of the Earth becomes black because it receives no light from the sun. The blackness of the Earth is now produces an image, a dark image in the cloud above. So the result is that the rain cloud appears black or dark. I hope you understand. Alright. This is how simple, or these are the steps that rain formation, is involved in. My dear learners, can you boldly tell daddy or mommy or sibling what you have learned today? I hope you can. Alright, as I pointed out in Our World, Our People, our assignment is no longer detached or separated from the lesson. It is now attached and And so after observing or studying a lesson, you can do the exercise as well without going to other places on the web to download the assignment. So it is already attached. And what is the instruction in this assignment? Look at the pictures carefully and then state or describe the type of precipitation, A and B. And number 2, outline simple steps involved in the formation of rain. I will encourage you to use your own words as much as possible, but do not forget to include the keywords. For our advanced learning, try as much as possible and read on air, its composition, its uses, and how to demonstrate that air supports burning. This is a focus for lesson next week. Alright? Thanks for your patience, and I hope to meet you again in lesson 16. Till then, bye-bye.